Hello people, welcome back to the Inventor SSP. This is episode 25, and today we're going to be hopefully finishing the entire World Eater and making this giant 530 by 530 block perimeter. So first of all, I need to gather the resources, so I'll do that and then I'll get right back to you. Alright, so after a lot of AFKing and gathering resources, you can see I've gotten everything that I'll need for this giant World Eater, and I had to AFK for a very long time. It took a while, but now let's get started. Alright, so pretty big progress update. I'm just about 1/4 of the way done, and I'll go into spectators so that you can see a bit better. And you can see I've gotten this 1/4 of the World Eater done, and this is the bottom side of where the little, well, this is what holds the trenchers, or not the trenchers, the water clearers. I don't know what they're actually called, but they kind of go down and they will clear out all the liquids like water and lava, and that's what'll make it so that I don't have to go and do that all myself for this entire big square of land that we made in the last episode. And there's some pumpkin scaffolding because I can just insta-mine that once I'm all done. And you can see now I have to kind of make a tower that'll connect the bottom to the top, and then I'll have to make a top section, which I believe will also have the TNT duping modules, which is what actually will explode this big chunk of land. Alright, so lots of placing blocks later, I have finished this side of the World Eater. So if I go into spectator, you can see it goes all the way along this trench, and the reason that we needed the trench is that the World Eater has room to move down into the ground because it can't make the hole under itself. So now I just have to get rid of this pumpkin scaffolding, and then this side will be completely done and ready to use. And then I have to do something similar on the other side on the big trench once again. So I'll get rid of the pumpkins, then I'll be right back. Pumpkins really are like the perfect scaffolding block because you can insta-mine them really easily, and they're super easy to get. Alright, so I've gotten rid of all the pumpkins now, and the World Eater is all ready for use. But this isn't the full World Eater. This is just one side of it. But this is the side that has all of the TNT duping modules. So this is the side that'll actually blow everything up. And it also has all the sweepers on the bottom. That's right, I remembered what they're called. And these will just go and clear out all the liquids, and then this entire thing will lower down a block and go back and forth and then do it all again until everything is cleared out down to bedrock. So now I have to get started on building the other side of the World Eater. Alright, so pretty big progress update. I have finished the bottom of the other side of the World Eater. Here, I'll go into spectators so that we can really see how big this part is. Now this is the side which will catch the sweepers, which clear out the liquids, and I have the pumpkin scaffolding again, which I'll get rid of once I'm all done. And so this is what will catch the sweepers and then send them back on their way. And now I need to build up the top of it, which will catch the TNT duplicators and send them back the other way. And I have this tower here so that the two sides actually connect. And well, now I guess I'll just get started on the top section, and then the World Eater will be all done. So I'll get back to you with a pretty big progress update, I guess. Giant progress update. Many blocks placed later, I have finished building up the World Eater. Now there's just some pumpkins that I have to clear out. The pumpkin scaffolding once again. And then I turned on my render distance so we can really see the entire thing, how big this area really is. And these entire machines, once it's all done, these will no longer be at about Y109. These bottom sections will be all the way down at like Y6. And these will also be moved down. It's kind of cool. This entire thing is going to move down. All these blocks. Same with this side. As the flying machines go back and forth, it'll lower down a block each time, clearing out one more layer of this land. Now, if my calculations are correct, let's turn on mini HUD so that I can see. I'm at Y220. Now, hopefully that is a few blocks more than these World Eater parts. Yeah, 197. So, about 223 blocks lower. Or, no, not 223, just 23. Which should be good. Because I just don't want that to crash into here. This is just going to be my kind of little base, and I still just have a few more materials here that I didn't end up using, so I'll just put all this stuff away here. And then now what I have to do is just clear out those pumpkins on this side, and then I'll make a backup of the world, because that is a very important backup to have, the one right before I start running the world eater. And then, well, then I clear out the world, and I'll have another giant perimeter, 530 by 530 blocks wide, so I'll clear out the pumpkins now. It's kind of cool to see the Minecraft terrain at a really high render distance. You can just see so far away. I'm just mining out pumpkins right now, though. Almost done. I already cleared out the pumpkins at the bottom section of the world eater, and now I'm just mining out the top, and then the world eater will be ready to run. Alright, here we go. Last pumpkin, and then the world eater will be ready to run. So 3, 2, 1, and bam. The world eater is finished, and it is ready to start running. This area will all be gone soon, but there's just one small problem, and that's I don't know how to actually start the world eater. I've built up this entire thing, and I still actually don't know how to run it. So there's two ways that I could do this. I could go into a Discord server and ask how to run it, or I could just go into a creative world and try it there. I think I'm just going to ask in a Discord server for now, and I also need to make a backup of the world, because if something goes wrong, I want to be able to have a save of the world before that thing went wrong. So if I really need to, I can load that version of the world and get this version back before I started running the machine. And also, if you're wondering why I haven't done any time lapses of building up this thing in this episode or the last one, it's because, well, I don't really want to have my render distance up like really high like I do right now to have a replay, because my frames get a bit lower and it can just be kind of annoying. And it's just easier. I can build everything here, not have to worry about a time lapse, and then I can just show a progress update once I've done some work. So, and also, yeah, it's just kind of a big project, and it would be kind of difficult to get all of the I don't know if I even could get the replay mod to view all the blocks at once, because I kind of go in layers. I went back and forth, just doing like one layer at a time. I'm not sure if the replay mod would actually be able to view all of the blocks at once, like from one end to the other. So I just decided not to do any time lapses. But I will show some progress updates while I am running the world eater, just to show what it looks like as it's running, because it looks kind of cool. Alright, so I've started the world eater. I asked in a Discord server, and the people there were very helpful, and they told me how. And, well, the world eater started. You can see everything is happening. Ghost blocks are being placed, and, well, the world eater's running. Now the TPS is down to 14.5 because of all the updates. Pistons are pretty laggy, and all this TNT that's being duplicated. But it's not low enough to break any blocks yet, but every time it goes back and forth, it'll lower down by one level. So I think the first blocks that it'll break will actually be these cacti over here. And I'm in free camera right now. My client is actually up there, AFKing, so that I'm loading the entire thing at once. And so the first thing that it should break is some of this cactus here. And I guess I just have to kind of keep an eye on this and make sure that everything goes well. So yeah, it's going to be kind of a big project. I still have to kind of be here. I can't really just completely AFK it, because if something happens, like an obsidian appears, or I don't know, something that I did not account for happens, well, I just kind of need to be here to see it and make sure that everything is fine. Alright, I'll get back to you once, I guess, I make some progress. Alright, so I actually just found an option in Tweakaroo, which is called Disable Tile Entity Rendering, which means the animation of pistons firing is kind of smooth by default, but there's an option in Tweakaroo, one of my mods, to disable that, so I just turned that on, so my frames should be a little better. I know it's only like 15 right now. Sorry for that. But you can see all this TNT that's being fired right now. But soon we should get our first few blocks broken. So I guess I'll just wait here. Let's see. Machine is getting closer. Alright, look at this. First few blocks are being broken. Sand is being exploded. That is cool. So that means that this machine is working. And then we should see the cacti. Yep. That is all exploded. And, well, as the machine gets lower, the entire terrain will just look like this. And it'll just keep going until everything is cleared out all the way down to bedrock. So, yeah, I have a lot of progress to go. Gotta just wait here and just see what happens. Alright, so the machine is making its second pass on this sand, and you can see it kind of clears out one layer down. And the sweepers will always be above this tallest block, and if there's any liquids, it'll clear it out, and then any blocks under the liquids will be cleared out in the next stage of the TNT firing. And it's kind of cool. Look at that. The sweepers are kind of just behind the TNT, just far enough so that it doesn't get blown up. Just kind of cool. World Eaters are definitely a very cool machine to have and just to run. And well, this thing will be very cool, and I can't wait to have my second perimeter done. Alright, so one thing that I actually did was I summoned in a player up here using the carpet mod, and it's not an actual player, it's just a bot with the name, and it takes the skin of the player that has that same name. So I'm not sure how exactly you pronounce this. I think it's Pixels. I'm just going to guess that. But that's the person who designed this farm, and that means that I can now go and, or not design the farm, but design the World Eater. And I'll put a link to their video in the description, because this World Eater does seem like a very good design. And, well, I just felt like they would be a fitting person to spawn in here to AFK. Well, I can go into Spectator now, because that means that I can zoom in, go faster, move around faster, and Spectator's just kind of better than using free camera. So, yeah. Oh, hey, look at that. Looks like the World Eater has also started to take out some of the trees over in this savanna area on this far side of the perimeter. And, again, sorry for the low frames and the lag. It's just, well, turns out, yeah, all this TNT just makes it lag a lot. But, yeah, progress is being done. So, yay. Oh, yeah, so one thing that I just wanted to mention was, I've spent a lot of time on this, and I've only gotten like a few blocks down on that mound of blocks, and the reason for that is, well, I had to troubleshoot a lot of stuff today because, well, one of the sweepers, this last one on the end here, it kept kind of getting broken because the TNT would actually explode a little bit of it, and it turned out, after asking in a Discord server, this little last module was one block over, so that it would be in line with this trench, but it turned out that would actually break it, and it would explode this last sweeper and stop that from working. So it took me a very long time to realize that and to fix it, but now that it's done, I should be able to just AFK here and get myself a cool looking perimeter. Look at that. And it looks like the first house of the village has been kind of almost fully destroyed. It's going to be the same for all the other village houses. Are there any villagers still here? Or actually, I guess they wouldn't really be rendered. It's too far from where I'm AFKing right now. But, yeah, progress is being done. Alright, so as the sweepers move closer to the water, we should get to see our first view of the sweepers are clearing out some liquids. So there's this kind of area of water, and then the TNT, you can't see it, but it is there. It's going to explode any last blocks that are in the way. And then we will see that the sweepers will clear out this layer of water on the top. So they will move closer and closer. The actual sources are just around here. And here we go. They're starting to punch out the water. And then you can see it behind it. Water is being cleared out. And then that's how the sweepers work there. And then when the TNT goes back here, it'll clear out these blocks, and then the sweepers can clear out the next layer of water. And then that's how it clears out all the liquids in this area. So I'll just keep kind of AFKing and keeping an eye on this thing, and yeah, let's get some more progress done. Alright, so now we can kind of see these tops of the trees. They're also being shaved off now. Alright, so if we look around now, it might be kind of difficult to see, but all the land at this Y level, it's kind of been cleared out and it's all been flattened. And it'll be more, well, it'll be easier to see once there's more progress done. So let's keep running it and clear out this world. Alright, so after running it a lot more, we can really get an idea of what it looks like while it's getting rid of the blocks. Everything is starting to just be flattened out. And it looks really cool, but it'll be a really cool sight to see it when it's just stone everywhere and andesite and diorite and granite. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It looks like this village is almost pretty much completely gone now. Alright. Means progress is being made. Oh, there's a chest there. Stuff will probably just be blown up, but I don't know what could be in there that I really would need, though. And then there's another village somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Is that one still there? Looks like this one's still intact. Yeah, I guess it's low down enough that the World Eater hasn't been able to reach it. Oh wait, no. This house is kind of gone. This house has been blown up a bit. Yeah, they're starting to be blown up. You can see this entire area is just being lowered. All the mountains and everything are gone, and lots of progress is being made. Wow, this is a rare sight. Look at all this pattern. This actually doesn't usually happen. It only is happening because it's a desert, and this is where the sandstone was. Sandstone has a lower blast resistance than normal stone. Over here is the pattern of what you would normally see with a perimeter. So yeah, lots of progress has been made. You can see the whole world is being lowered. It's kind of interesting. Look at this. So it just cleared out one layer of water on top of all the sand, and now it's kind of left behind a just flat layer of sand, and it looks kind of interesting. And also, it's actually in the process of clearing out the top layer of rivers right now, as we can see here. And yeah, so the rivers are going to be cleared out, and we're down to about what is that? About 62. So that means 62 more blocks to go, and then we'll be all the way bedrock. Alright, so now that the sweepers over there have parked, I've gotten rid of this obsidian, should be able to just start it by causing an update there. Yep, that one's off. And I also did place a redstone block over at that thing, so that it will stop. It's not going to start once both of the sweepers go there, because I do want to make a backup while I have the chance here. Alright, so now I should just update that observer, jump back there. Oh wait, wrong side. It is going to the wrong side. Block. Right there. Now if I... There we go. I'll get back my slime block. Now it'll go back and line back up with the rest of the sweepers. Alright, so here comes the first sweeper. And there we go. It stopped. And I actually just saw a slime block there. I'm going to go pick that back up. I guess it's the one that I started, that I caused an update with. And then if I go back up here, yep, that sweeper is just going to be on its way. Alright, and there we go. That sweeper's also landed, and now it has reset, and if I didn't place the redstone block, the machine would have started again. But I want to make a backup of the world, because this seems like a good point while the machine is stopped. And yeah, I've made a lot of progress, so yeah, it's going well. Alright, so you can really see now, from all the way up here, how big this is, and you can see the patterns in the rocks, and there's actually just a few ravines, and there's some caves that you can see, but there's still lots of progress to be made, so yeah, let's start the machine and keep it running again. Alright, so we can see a lot more progress has been done. All the rivers are gone, there's just some lava pools and a bit of water, but those will all be cleared out. And the world leader is around Y50 right now, so still 50 blocks to go until it's at bedrock. But I guess I'll get back once. I think the next main event would be down to the obsidian level, because there's going to be a lot of obsidian to mine, like here. I'm not immediately seeing any giant ravines like I had in my other perimeter, but oh yeah, here's one. Look at all this obsidian. I'll have to mine all that, because the sweepers will break if they hit that, because obsidian isn't movable or explodable. So with that, I'm just going to keep AFKing and keeping an eye on the world leader. Alright, so this isn't completely down to the obsidian level, but I felt like it's a good place to give a progress update, because you can kind of see the walls of the perimeter, that kind of just the sides of it, and you can just kind of see this big square slab of land that's still here. And now it's down to about Y27, so we're getting close, but we're not completely done yet. And there's still going to be that obsidian that I'll have to clear out, but I'm hoping that there won't be a ton of obsidian. I'm sure there'll be a bunch. I've already gotten like a stack just from some of that was above the ground, or above Y11, but yeah, there's some in that ravine. But so I still have some work, but yeah, progress is being made and we're getting close. Alright, so I've paused the world eater because I think I've gotten the Y level down low enough that I want to start mining out the obsidian, and there's actually a lot more than I saw while just looking around underground. I'll fly up so you can really see it. And yeah, all the black spots are obsidian, and I'll have to mine all that. So in my last perimeter, I think I got about a shulker box in total of obsidian. A little less, I think, but I guess let's see how much I can get this time. So time to start mining obsidian. It's going to take a while, but I have to do it, so here we go. Alright, so after lots of mining obsidian, I have cleared it all out, I think, because I don't see any more. And well, now it's time to make a backup and start running the world eater again. But before we do that, let's take a look at how much obsidian I got. So here's the shulker box. That's how much obsidian I mined. But I'd say half of it, or even more of it, fell back into the lava and just was burned. So it's probably closer to 2 shulker boxes, which is quite a bit. But it's all gone now. So I guess it's time to start running the world eater, and we're getting really close to being done. Alright, so after running the world eater for a while, I have gotten it all the way down to bedrock, but I want to try to go a bit further and try to blast away as many of these blocks in between the bedrock as I can. Alright, so what I've done here is I've launched the TNT dupers alone and not the sweepers, because the sweepers are already at the level I can't push them down anymore because they're on top of the bedrock. So I moved the TNT dupers down and I activated them, so now they're going through and exploding all the blocks. Alright, so that did quite a bit. You can see there's a lot less blocks in between the bedrock now, but I still want to try to get as much as I can, so I'll do that. Alright, so that did even more. You can see there's lots more blocks cleared out, but there's still a few left, so I'm going to try to get all these now. Alright, and with that, I think the perimeter's done, and it's ready to build a slime farm in. I'm not going to clear out the world eater this episode, but yeah, that's a project for next episode. And we've gotten a lot done in this episode, so that's good. And, well, I guess I'm just going to get all this stuff and go back to my main storage. Oh yeah, I also got 51 diamond ore, just a few pieces that I found. Alright, I'll just get all this random stuff, and let's head back. Alright, so I'm over here in my main storage, and I'm here in my to-do list because I think we've got some things that we can clear off right now. Alright, so what we can clear off is this one, because we did make the nether tunnel to the witch farm. And now, let's make floor and wall patterns in perimeters. I might do that in future episodes, but I'm not going to be doing that now. And last thing that I'll ask of you is, if you like this video, remember to leave a like so that more people can see it. And if you haven't already, it'd be very cool if you subscribed, because I work hard on these videos. The perimeter took me a really long time. And also, leave a comment, because I like to know what you guys think of these videos and how I can improve them to, well, yeah, just be better. With that, have a good day, and goodbye.